Hey gang, it's Jacob with Willman Air here. Today I wanted to review a video that I actually took of my home system. Here's the scenario. My heat kit was not the right size. And so when we went back, we put in a larger heat kit. However, we failed to enable second stage electric heat on this heat kit. Most heat kits don't have a second stage to them. However, this one does, and it was pretty amazing. When we went back and I actually visually inspected them to burn off everything for the year, I noticed that half of the heat kit was not lighting up. So I went back to my thermostat, set it up for second stage electric heat to accommodate that signal, and then I observed them coming on. And so let's see what happens here. So here you can see we turned on the heat strips. We are watching them light up. They had already been lit, so whatever residual little bit of smoke and everything you might have seen is already gone. It's non-existent. However, in about 5 seconds, you're gonna see the secondary stage heat kick on, and it's gonna be fireworks. Because if you couldn't see these heat strips before the picture, it has an exceedingly large amount of organic growth on it from years of never being used, lit. And it just naturally happens. So here we go, second stage heat is on, and holy moly, that is a literal flame you're seeing coming off that. So all these little embers and everything else are being blown through my ductwork, and it didn't start a fire. Could it? Potentially, yes, 100%. There's always a chance, right? But this was actually pretty dangerous. I was not a fan of doing this, and with this being the first time that I've ever encountered actually seeing what happens when I burn off the heat strips after there's a large amount of organic material or debris on them, we're definitely recommending cleaning the heat strips. So pulling them out and physically cleaning them. You can damage them. They do have ceramic isolators because there is current running through them. So there's a possibility of electrocution. If you damage them, they can short out. You see now I turned it off after it burned off everything, and you can kind of see the actual heating coils. They look much cleaner now. But a better plan of action there would have been to visually inspect, notice that there was a large amount of debris, and then instead of turning them on and burning it off and letting all the smoke fill my house, which it did, we should have removed that heat kit and cleaned it professionally. And it's not that hard for a professional to do, but there's a lot going on there. So I would prefer homeowners don't attempt to do that. It's easy to miswire them. It's easy to damage them. It's easy to install them wrong. It's easy to damage them when you're pulling them out or putting them back in, much less actually cleaning them, right? So yeah, if you are in doubt about whether you've activated your heat strips within the past year or two, then you should probably give a professional a call. Have them come out, do a visual inspection on your heating coils, and see if they need a quick cleaning just to get off the large debris before they get burned. Yeah, definitely potential for fire there. So I am putting out a warning to homeowners. Don't try this at home. If you don't know if you've activated your heat strips, don't activate them. Okay, we need to make sure they're clean first because it does pose a potential fire hazard. And with that being said, again, I'll reiterate, there is an electrical shock hazard as well if you go in there with live circuitry. So thanks for joining again. This has been a quick one, but a very important one, right? Safety. Safety's our main concern outside of the client's priority. Client satisfaction being our priority. Safety is right there with it. Kind of hard for a client to be satisfied if they're not safe. So we tried to do our best here to educate homeowners, to keep them safe, keep them happy, save them money, and that way they can make better decisions. And that's what we're all about here at Willman Air. Thanks for joining us today. It's getting cold out there, Jacksonville, Florida, so Stay safe, stay warm, stay blessed.